Hi, my name is Noel, and I want to talk to you about two physical phenomena that happen around us all the time: condensation and evaporation. Let's say you are in a hot day in the summer. Maybe your family is making barbecue in the backyard. So you take a glass and put something to drink inside, let's say water or lemonade. Obviously, you want it cold, so you add two ice cubes and a straw. If you leave it for a while, you'll notice that little drops begins to appear covering the surface. Why does this happen? When I was a kid, I thought that the water or the lemonade could go through the glass, but then I realized that it couldn't be because it only happened when the water was cold. If you wouldn't have added those two ice cubes, the glass wouldn't have started sweating. So, what's the deal? What happened is that there are tiny little drops of water in the air, surrounding us all the time. They are so tiny that we can't see them, but they are there. Once you add the ice cubes, they start cooling the water, and while it is getting cold, it cools the glass. If we could zoom into the surface of the glass, we could see these little drops of water in the form of a gas, which means that they are separated one from another, and they are very light, and they float in the air. Since the temperature in the environment is hot, these tiny particles are moving very quickly. The closer, the ones closer to the glass start cooling off, beginning to move slower and grouping on the surface of the glass, because the ones that are still hot pushes them. So, since this keeps happening while the glass is cold, they start to become bigger and bigger until they make a regular drop. This phenomenon is called condensation, the change of water from its gaseous form into liquid water. Okay, by this time the glass should be all covered with drops. You drink the water or lemonade and empty the glass. The ice cube just melted, and a while later you notice that all the water drops that were covering the glass are gone. Well, it just occurred a phenomenon similar to condensation, but inverse. While you were drinking, the heat get warm in the water and the glass, and also the drops. When they became warm, they split it apart into the same tiny little drops that were floating in the air, which cannot keep together and then separate from the glass, which means that the big drops become shorter and shorter until they disappear. This phenomenon is called evaporation, the change of a liquid into a gaseous phase. Okay, thanks for watching. This is for now, and I hope you like the video, and soon I will be showing you about other curious things that and how they work in our nature. This is Noel saying until next time. Bye.